You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Young and the Restless fans, we have got some exciting spoilers for next week about Tracy getting suspicious about her fiancé. A big fat secret of Victor's is confessed, and Phyllis totally loses it. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and if you're not following us, please click subscribe. And don't forget to check back later for our full weekly spoilers video that comes out every Saturday. You can see all the action then for the week of March 24th through the 28th. And stick around to the end, because we've got a piece of news about a Y&R cast member who recently passed away. So we had a really short week of Young and the Restless episodes. We just got 3, and we saw Tracy wondering what's going on with her fiance, Alan, who keeps acting very strangely. Jack's seeing a few red flags, but he's not on high alert just yet. However, it was bizarre that Tracy saw alerts for a clinic during the kidnapping ordeal Phyllis and Sharon went through. And if you watch this week, Kyle brought it up, and then Tracy was kind of reaching when she wondered if the kidnapper was coming for Alan. But of course, Tracy is not engaged to who she thinks, and it seems pretty certain by now that fake Alan is really his sociopath twin brother, Martin, unless Young and the Restless has done something bizarre and gave Alan DID or some other mental health issue. Knowing Josh's love of mental health issues, maybe. So kind of shocking, but Tracy is engaged to the culprit who abducted Sharon and Phyllis, as you know, and he was playing these life-threatening psychological games with them. But fake Alan may be getting sloppy next week, and Tracy starting to wonder if she is sleeping with the enemy, if she's in deep with a man she really doesn't know at all. So going into next week, we have Alan in Paris alone, plotting some surprise for Tracy, and whatever fake Alan's up to, we're going to see Tracy beginning to doubt everything when more red flags crop up. Next week, spoilers for Young and the Restless have Tracy shaken up and confiding in Jack. And Tracy tells Jack that she does not think Alan is who he claims to be. So he must do something to freak Tracy out next week, because she's had blinders on. And it could be that Kyle connects some more dots. You know, maybe he mentions fake Alan's phone alerts to Chance. The thing is, even if they do wonder if Alan is somehow connected to the kidnapping, I still don't think anybody's going to immediately suspect he's really Martin. So we'll see if Tracy gets on that Paris flight to reunite with her fiance or stays safely with her family. If she doesn't follow him to Paris, fake Alan may lose it and all his crazy may come out. But I still think there's a little more story to play out. I'd expect this all to blow up in May sweeps, maybe at Tracy and fake Alan's wedding. Also next week, Young and the Restless spoilers see Phyllis going downhill fast. This past week, Summer already told Nick that Phyllis is acting erratic and wanted him to come check on her mom. Nick agreed and went along, but he's not the man that Phyllis needs. Next week, she is in the midst of kind of a complete and total meltdown. And this may be about more than just her and Sharon's recent kidnapping. Phyllis has been circling the drain for some time now, really since she faked her death. And then, you know, she had to deal with the fallout from Summer and Daniel. Then she spiraled into that revived obsession over Danny Romalotti and basically being a petty rival to Christine Williams. And Danny rejected Phyllis over and over and over, and he settled down with Cricket. And then Phyllis, of course, had to deal with Heather's murder and Sharon framing Daniel. So it's just a whole lot. So all of that built up and the trauma from being kidnapped just piled onto it. So next week, it all comes to a head and it looks like Phyllis just completely implodes. Y&R spoilers for the week have Billy with Phyllis. She's breaking down, says she can't let her kids see her like this. And of course, Billy's there. He wants to help. And it does seem that Phyllis has an idea of how Billy could help her, but when Phyllis is in one of her spirals, her ideas are usually wackadoo or lead to a disastrous outcome. So this could be really bad, and not just for her, but also for Billy. So lots of people are worried in Genoa City about Phyllis. So Of course, Billy's going to be there for Phyllis, among other people, but Billy showing up like that could cause problems for him and Sally, and it's increasingly looking like both Billy and Phyllis have feelings for each other that neither of them has fully realized. And her breakdown next week could be a turning point for Billy and Phyllis. We'll see. The last Y&R spoiler we have is for Victor Newman. He's got a meeting with Michael next week, and the two start discussing Alexander Dumas, the guy who owns the companies that Damien is running. And once they start talking, Michael realizes that Victor's actually confessing, that there's some hidden history with him and Dumas that Michael doesn't know about already. And Victor confirms to Michael, yes, that's true. So when Victor had Michael looking into Dumas and Damien Kane, he left out his own personal past involvement with this mystery man. And it's probably that Victor had some sort of past business dealings with the guy, and it might be shady because the mustache is shady all the time. So I wonder if Damien and Victor might also have some past history that the Y&R writers are inventing right now. Because judging by Victor's demeanor, whatever this hidden past is with Dumas that he's confessing to Michael, it's not a good thing. Maybe it ended badly. Maybe they did something sketchy together. We'll see. And that could also be why Victor agreed to look into Damien further. He may be worried that Lily is getting too close to sketchy people other than himself, you know? And Victor may feel like even though he did Lily dirty before, he needs to watch out for her now to honor Neil Winters. Victor may also fill in Michael about his history with Dumas pretty soon, let's hope, because Victor has tasked Michael to look out for Lily and follow up with her on all of this. And now let's talk about the death of a Y&R cast member. Wings Hauser passed away this past weekend, the weekend of the 15th, at age 78. And if you don't remember, he played Jill Abbott's adoptive brother, Greg Foster, on Y&R from 1977 to 1981. And then Wings reprised the role briefly in 2010. And Wings Hauser's wife said that her husband died in her arms. He passed away peacefully of natural causes, but no further details were given. And of course, we wish his family well at this very sad time.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.